Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the regular meeting of the City of Charlestown Board of Public Works. Today is September 6th, 2023, and it's 9 a.m. We'll begin our meeting, as is our custom, by rising and stating the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll have our roll call. Ernie Thompson.
Here.
Gwen Mosher.
Here.
Mayor Hodges is present, as well as Clerk Treasurer Donna Coomer, and our City Attorney Perry McCall is with us. We have the agenda before you. Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion from Ernie Thompson,
And I will second.
seconded by Gwen Mosher. Any questions or edits? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Approved unanimously. We have our standing business. I need to add in a couple of claims for this, though, when we get to the claims. So I'll do the claims separate this time, just so that everything's clear. So right now, we're looking at the approval or correction of the prior meeting minutes from August 16th and our payroll allowance docket from August 8th to August 27th. Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion from Gwen Mosher,
I'll second that.
second from Ernie Thompson. Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. And now on our claims, we had previously approved 2 contracts for community days, and they had not been on the claims, and then we didn't realize it until, I think, yesterday, so it was too late to get them on your official claims. So you have your claims docket that's provided, but I need to read in 2 additions for community days. The Gamers Truck that has the video game system that we had approved the contract on at $975, and the Bounce House for community days through Fun Masters at $815. So we need to add those 2 claims to our claims docket, but also, although it is an item for later discussion, I need to add in the Syncretic Press LLC book walk at $5,719. And I'll go ahead and give a quick summary of that. Basically, we have 2 sponsors that have kicked in the total cost of this book walk. The book walk is a feature for the park where they take a children's book and they put it on printed panels, weatherproof panels, and it's across 16 different bases. And so the idea is you stretch the bases throughout the park, maybe on like a little 1-mile loop or something, and people walk through the park and read the book as they go. Omnitrax has kicked in the money to sponsor all of the permanent bases. These are movable bases, so we get to keep the bases, but we can put them in different locations if we would like. And then Timco Roofing is actually sponsoring the first book. So I need to add this claim in for payment so they can order the book, but 100% of this is covered by sponsorships. So those 3 claims would be added in. The Fun Masters Bounce House at $815, the Gamers Truck at $975, and the Syncretic Press LLC book walk at $5,719. And so I would need a motion to approve those claims.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion from Ernie Thompson,
And I will second that motion.
seconded by Gwen Mosher. Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's unanimous. Don, I'll get these signed.
Yeah, because I don't have copies
Yeah.
of the 815.
Okay. I'll get those signed before we.
Thank you.
All right, is there anyone signed up for public comment? I don't believe so. No old business. Moving on to, well, there's a bit of old business, but it's under new business, so we'll go with it. The Water Street sidewalk bid. Harold, did you get a chance to review all of those?
Yes, I did.
For the record, my name is Harold Hart, Hart Surveying Engineering, 958 Water Street. On the sidewalk project, we received 2 bids. The most responsive bid was by Temple & Temple for the sum of $288,800 and no cents. I have the contract documents ready to be signed. So what I'd like to submit it to the city is the 2 original bid documents to keep on record. And then these are the actual contracts that whenever they come in, they'll sign the 3rd page. And then the mayor will have to sign the other to execute the legal documents. So those are the actual contracts.
Thank you. And as far as funding this, the redevelopment commission last night authorized a not to exceed amount of $300,000 for sidewalks, specifically for this project. So the money is available to pay for this
And
project.
during the project, we're all working on value engineering, we'll look at different things with the contractor to try to get some cost savings as well. And I have a full set of plans, Tony, I'll give this to you, and you can share those with Tubby during the construction phase so you know what's going on.
Great.
And just for the record, you had 2 responsive bids?
Yes.
You want to go ahead and put on the record what the other bid was?
We had it at the last meeting.
Yeah, I can read it for
You
the
have it.
record if you wish. It's-
I mean, I know you accepted the
Yeah,
bid
yeah.
here, but
I don't recall the number off the top of my head.
Yes.
Sorry.
Let me get, no, you're fine, sir. The second bid was by Excel Excavating, and it was for the sum of $419,490.
yeah, I remember, I just,
Yeah, no, just for record, no problem.
And Perry, are you okay with us? Have you had a chance to review those contracts? Everything's good? Okay. All right, so I need a motion to officially award the Water Street sidewalk bid to Temple and Temple Excavating.
I'll make that
I have a
motion.
motion by Glenn Mosher,
He's a
I'm
sweet-
motion and Glenn makes the motion, I'll second.
seconded by Ray Thompson. Any question for Harold or anyone on that? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? That's unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Harold. Okay, so the next, I gave you all a little handout or a book here. We had a meeting, the Parks Director, Marissa Canova, and I had a meeting last week with Stuart Martin and Alan Manning from the Sons of the American Revolution. And essentially, they have identified a Revolutionary War veteran that is buried in the cemetery that is on Spring Street, like behind Greenway Park, called the Halcyon Hill Cemetery. And what they have asked for is permission to install a new marker at that grave site. And to have a ceremony. They probably will do this next fall. It'll take them a while to get everything lined up. And so this book just kind of talks you through, they've been in touch with the relative of the person, but his name was Lieutenant Colonel Major George Slaughter. And, you know, this group, this is what they do. There were no national cemeteries established in the Civil War or the Revolutionary War, obviously, so they come around and they do this research. It's been extensive research. In the book, you'll see examples of the kinds of things they do, where they take previous markers and they update them to the new government standard monuments and memorial spaces. And so this particular member was they kind of gives you his history there. He was a member of the Virginia House of Delegates representing Lincoln County, now in Kentucky. He previously was sheriff of Jefferson County. He had moved from Kentucky to Charlestown about 1 year before he died in 1818, so 10 years after we were founded. Him and his wife never had any children of their own, but there were extensive nephews, nieces, that kind of thing, and so they have been in touch with the family through genealogical research. So they are looking for, of course, permission to do this, which they don't have to get our permission to put it in the cemetery, but I told them that I would bring it before the board because what we would like to do is they would like to install the gravestone that you see, the standard government or military gravestone, but they also would like to do a historical marker, one of the state historical markers. This is on page 13 of your handout. So the one that they're looking at would be the VA headstone there, and then with the state marker below it, the state historical marker. That's the set that they would like to do. And the state marker, they're going to apply, they handle all the applications through their organization. But what we said was that we would get the board to authorize or vote to authorize us to do a fundraising initiative for the state historical marker, that we would try to raise the funds for that state historical marker. They run a little, I think it's like $3,500 that we have to contribute. And I felt like probably if we put that out to the community, we would probably crowdsource, we would beautifully make donations to our beautification fund for this initiative. It goes along with the veterans banners that we do and those kinds of things for veteran services. So it's a pretty neat presentation. Like I said, they have it targeted for next fall to have their ceremony and installation at that site. So I would just need a motion and a
Where would
vote.
the state marker be?
They'll put it on the hill there, near the grave,
That's
Valley Grave, yeah.
what I thought.
It'll be up on the hill
I didn't know
with
if
the
it would
grave.
be, something out on the road or.
No, it'll be up, well, I mean, I guess they have to decide where they're gonna do that, but more than likely they'll put it up on the hill in the grave,
Yeah,
Yep. At the cemetery itself.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion to approve from Arnie Thompson,
I will second his motion.
second by Glenn Mosher. Questions on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. So the book walk I've already kind of explained to you. I just need a motion and a vote to move forward with installing that, making that first installation of the book walk down in Greenway Park. We thought that would be a good location to kind of measure out a good distance. It might carry over behind the dog parks, we could carry over, there's 16 bases. These are nice wood bases. They're treated, the panels are weather treated panels. The book that they've chosen for this one is called Why Would an Elephant Rather Play Tag? Is the title of the book. Talking about how all the other animals want to play hide and seek and the elephant doesn't like to play hide and seek, he'd rather play tag. We thought with it being in Greenway Park, that might be a good location for that. Our kids are playing, especially with the installation of our, upcoming installation of our new playground down there. So I would just need a motion and a vote to authorize the installation of that for the first time in Greenway Park when it comes in.
I will make that motion. I think it's a terrific idea.
Thank you. I have a motion by Glenn Mosher,
I'll second that.
second by Arnie Thompson. And the book is a bilingual book at that. So, like I said, Timco is sponsoring the book itself, and then Omnitrax is sponsoring the bases. And those bases we keep, we purchase it all. So the book, the panels are ours to keep, and the bases are ours to keep. They can be moved to different locations if we needed to do them somewhere else. And then the books themselves, you can purchase those new panels so they can be changed out every year or whatever. Sponsors can come on any time and sponsor a book, get that out. So, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. Carrie, did you want to present the dinner show?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I am coming in front of you today. We are partnering with an entertainment place that does, if you remember like Clue, the board game, they are going to actually come and do a dinner and a show for us. It will be Christmas themed. We're going to have it over at the Arts and Enrichment Building. Mars Concession will be doing our whole dinner for us. And then they'll do the show during the dinner. They'll be there from 6 to 9. I'm basically asking for this contract to be approved for November 25th of this year from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Arts and Enrichment Building. We don't know the exact payment that we'll be paying them, but you can see on that contract based off of, we'll have to close the ticket sales out 2 weeks prior for food and everything, and then that way we will know our exact amount that we'll have to pay them. But with the way that we figured it up with our ticket sales, this should not cost us anything between raising enough money for tickets, for food, and the show.
All right, so this is a contract with the group Murder and Merriment.
I know it's a little, I tried not to, I said entertainment.
Right, and George R. Snyder III for a Clue-type dinner mystery, Christmas mystery whodunit. And this is, again, I had confirmed with Carrie that this is not anything that we will be paying for. The ticket sales themselves will cover the cost of this event entirety. And we have the flexibility where it's based off the number of people who sign up. And they don't have to know that until several days before the event.
Yeah, well, we're gonna cut them off about 2 weeks prior, so that gives them time, so we can get a check to them and everything. And Brian is the one that found these people. He went to one of these and really enjoyed it and got us in contact with these people.
So.
And Perry has reviewed all of this and we're good to go.
Okay, all right, so it's been approved, so I need a motion and a vote to approve the performance contract with George R. Snyder III of Murder and Merriment for the November 25th broadcast murder mystery dinner.
I will make that motion.
Okay, I have a motion by Glenn Mosher.
I'll make a motion, she makes a motion.
I have a second from Arnie Thompson. Any questions for Carrie on this one?
We'll need to get a W-9.
Yes.
And everything.
I have the copy on the back of their insurance waiver.
I How much are tickets?
I don't see the W-9, I just see the.
Yeah, the W-9, he's getting that back to me, I didn't
Okay.
get that today, yeah.
Okay, all right.
But I have the insurance waiver and then the contract.
Okay,
We're looking at right now, they're gonna be, we're waiting on the final numbers to see what the food's gonna cost, but anywhere the tickets will be between $30 to $35. But that's your dinner and your show.
any other questions? Well, prove it pending you getting that W-9
Yeah.
on it.
He's supposed to get it to us today, so
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous.
thank you.
I make a motion, Charles buys us all tickets.
And so I have a question, this one, Perry, is for you. Last year for Community Days, we did, and Donna, is actually kind of both of y'all, last year for Community Days, we granted an honorarium payment to the singers who did the acoustic showcase. This is mostly children who come in on Saturday from that 10 o'clock to noon time hour and kind of get up on stage and sing their first song, maybe on stage they've ever done or whatever. Last year, we paid them an honorarium of $50 each just to kind of give them their first paid gig. And this year, we have the funds in our donation basket or sponsorships from the event to do that again. The problem is I don't have the name. I know there are going to be approximately seven singers, but I don't have their names yet. So, Marissa has tracked down W-9s from a lot of them, from the parents, but not on all of them. So I guess my question is, can the board do kind of a blanket, can they authorize me, assuming we get those documents, to get those to the clerk treasurer now and not to do that later?
I think it's a problem at all.
Okay, is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need a motion from the board basically to just authorize me to execute those payments, $50 honorarium to all of our performers for the acoustic showcase for Community Days.
I'll make that motion.
Well, hold on.
I won't.
I'm gonna have to make you abstain
Why now?
because your granddaughter is gonna be one of the singers.
I say it's 200 a person.
Which is why you have to abstain.
Wait a minute.
So I will make the motion that I will be authorized to.
Don, don't you think 200 is fair?
Hey, she's worth it.
Yeah, she's worth
She
every-
is.
Hey, I pay her a lot more than that.
We'll put that pawpaw
Yeah.
incentive on there, that's it. And then if I can get a second.
I'll make a motion, I'll also second it.
Okay, I made the
If I don't
motion.
have to repeat everything
No,
you
you're
just
fine.
said.
So I made the motion, Gwen Moser seconds it. Ernie's gonna abstain, correct?
Yes.
So all in favor say aye. Aye, so that's two, because we have an abstention. All right, I think that's all the business that we had. As far as an update on where we are with everything, as far as our city properties, the depot expansion, the teen hangout is going well. They have poured the dyed concrete pad where they put the smoothie bar and kind of that section of it. They're continuing to do the work on that site. All the equipment has been ordered, all the furniture, furnishings, everything is in. So as soon as they get the groundwork done, I've talked yesterday to the Forever Lawn representative, and they're ready to go with the turf out there. So that's moving along nicely. We hope to have a soft opening of that maybe the week before light up. Just for the teens to be able to come out and check it out, enjoy it. And that way we want to have it open for the Christmas season, so I'm super excited about that. And the teens are excited about it too. WPMQ, the media group from the high school, came over and did another walkthrough video of it, and they were all very excited about having the space. I imagine it'll book up pretty quickly for graduations next year for parties and stuff. It's going to be a neat space. And then our demolition, it just kind of happened out of nowhere. We got a call one day that the playground equipment was coming. And we said, okay, and we hustled down there and they pulled in and they offloaded all the new accessible playground equipment at Greenway Park. And that very same day, they went ahead and ripped out all the old stuff. So it is moving along faster. Well, it was a long wait, but we ordered it in February, but here we are finally getting it done. And they said it'll take about 2 weeks for them to install the actual playground equipment. And then they will call the floor people in and the floor folks will come in and lay that play surface flooring. They didn't know how long that would take, but they don't think it'll take more than a couple weeks for that. And we have confirmed that the solar lighting location and the fence, all the equipment is here and ready to go. As soon as they get the playground in, they will get those done. So we're tentatively shooting for a ribbon cutting the night of our trail and treat, or the day of our trail and treat. On that is October 27th. Is that right, Carrie? Yeah, October 27th. So kind of in your head, mark that calendar date. We'll make sure that we set it in a time that everybody can go, because we want to celebrate that and have a big community event there and open that playground. So that's the update on those things. Anything from you?
Sweeper agreement, can we get it signed?
Yes, if I have a I signed it yesterday, she should have sent it.
Okay, there were several copies floating around.
I signed one yesterday, so.
Okay, good
yeah,
deal. I
I
just,
think we're finally buttoning that
and
up.
then somebody gonna forward it up, or does it come
Right.
back?
Perry, I know that we have that interlocal that we're proposing for the council for the sidewalks. This board doesn't need to do anything with that, do they, on the school? I mean, it's interlocal with the council.
Yeah, it's interlocal agreement.
Alright.
I thought maybe the Board of Public Works wanted to know about it, but no big deal.
So we're, the high school, just like a couple years, I guess 2 years ago, we finished up the sidewalks over by the middle school in Woodford Farms with an interlocal agreement with the school board whereby they paid for the equipment and we did the labor. We're doing a similar deal with them over at the high school. There's a section of sidewalk from the back parking lot where the baseball fields are, where there's a gap. You've got sidewalk and then this gap kind of down by the tennis courts down to Monroe. And we're helping them by saying interlocal agreement and proposing that the council authorize that, where they're providing the materials against like about a little over $9,000 worth of materials.
600.
They're gonna pay for that and we would then finish up that portion of the sidewalk for them, so. But we've got that going for the council. I think that's it. You got anything else other than
No,
signing?
thank you.
All right, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that
Have a motion from Ernie,
I'll second
and a
it.
second from Gwen, all in favor, say aye.
motion.
We are adjourned, thank you all.
What time